Hi, I'm Catholic University graduate student and Prince George's County High School teacher Mark Arcusa, here to talk to you about a growing epidemic in today's public schools, the homeless student. According to a Baltimore Sun article dated January 22nd of this year 2012, Anne Arundel County has seen a 231% increase in homeless students since 2005, Baltimore County a 140% increase, and Howard County a 150% increase. The increase in Baltimore City, which still has the largest number of homeless students, was 75%. Upper middle class families that lived in homes like the one behind me here are telling officials that they just can't afford to pay their mortgages anymore. In one case, a family who lost their home lived in the woods for several months before they were able to find some sort of accommodations. Now, although situations like this may not always be this dire, there are still cases of many families that are having to move from one home to one home with relatives or staying with close friends. Nationally, the number of homeless students rose 38% from 2007 to 2010, including those too young to attend school. And a new report from the National Center on Family Homelessness found that the recession left 1 in 45 children in the United States homeless. That's a staggering number. In my report, I've decided to address the question of how Bowie High can address the problem of homeless students. But first, what is a homeless student? According to the PGCPS website, a homeless student is defined as a child who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. The child may live in a shelter, a temporary home, a motel, a car, a campground, or on the street. Homeless children may be doubled up with relatives or friends due to a loss of housing, economic hardship, or a similar reason. And when asked to provide some general information about the county's role in assisting these students, Ms. Denise Ross, supervisor of PGCPS homeless programs, offered the following. We served over 2,500 homeless students in Head Start through 12th grade this past year. We allow our students to remain at the schools they attended prior to becoming homeless if it is feasible. Over 60% attend their schools of origin, which is the school of attendance prior to homelessness. We provide uniforms, clothing, and school supplies to the children. Training is provided to school staff and community agencies regarding educational rights and accessing services. Every school has 2 school-based homeless liaisons. So that's the county's take, and Bowie High's 25 to 30 students that are taking the services are benefiting. Unfortunately, there are some families who are taking the services who don't need it, and the families who need the services are not speaking up. So what does Bowie High School homeless student liaison Karen Gunther think the reasons are for families not reporting?
Most of the time, it's just due to the fact that they're embarrassed. They don't want to come to an adult, or they don't want their friends to know that they're homeless and don't have a place to go. We don't have very many families that come to us at my school that do share that with us. Most of the time they will go to a guidance counselor and share that, and then they bring it to our attention so we can do paperwork with them to help them out.
And finally, is there any advice that you have for the students or the families who are feeling that embarrassment that they don't want to come?
With the way that this economy is, it's impossible. All families are having troubles, struggling with money, things of that nature, so no one should be embarrassed. If you need help, you have to ask. All someone can do is tell you no.
There are different ways to identify families in need, but for now, my solution would be to have town hall style meetings that are announced on my school news show, on paper, and on our school website. I believe this would encourage students and their families to come and discuss solutions. But is this feasible? According to my principal, Dr. Druwana Bay, it is.
Yes, I think it's very feasible and it's actually a great idea. The more partnerships that we have with the community in order to identify these families that are in need of our assistance is the best. We have different social media sites, websites, our morning announcements, and ways in which we can actually reach out to the community so that the community knows that we have these resources so that we can get more families involved so that they're able to take advantage of those resources.
So that's what we're up against here. The county does what it can to provide services, but enough families just aren't coming forth. Hopefully, after some more active invitation, we'll see people getting the help that they need. I'm Mark Arcusa, and thanks for watching.